And welcome back, guys, to Missing Content. We are here with Jamie and Alex, and we did get a lot of feedback last time about SCHASSIS rising imports and all that good stuff. Jamie, he's into S14, 2JZ.
Yep.
Alex, right-hand drive Sylvia. Well, they only came Sylvia. I'll let you guys do a little intro, 20 seconds, whatever you guys want. Go ahead.
My name's Jamie, and I have a 2JZ swapped S14 Zenki 95.
Making 700 horsepower? Okay.
Yeah, something like that. Probably half.
Let's go.
My name is Alex. I have a 95 S14 Kouki swap. Imported it from Portugal and repainted it.
So we were talking about this a little bit earlier, but everything's going up right now, and that's a very interesting story. Imports are going up like crazy. What made you? Don't mind the background noise, guys, because they're trying to take out a 6-speed out of STI right now. But go ahead and what made you import through Portugal? Give a little rundown of your backstory on it.
So, as most of us probably do, we like to go through Facebook Marketplace, look at cars for sale. I decided to see what they had across the ocean.
Yep.
I was checking Spain, Italy, France, and I checked Portugal because got some family over there. Decided to check there. A few months go by of just searching, and we see a S14 for sale. It's SR20DE, and I decided it would be a good purchase. It was pretty cheap. See how low we could get him down. So hopped on the next flight that weekend, got to Portugal, and we get this guy down to 7,000 euros, which is back in March of 2021. That was approximately $9,000. So bought that and took a few months, shipped it back over here through an importer that we have stateside.
Okay. Damn, my man's when we are booking the flight, flying to Portugal, stopping in Ibiza. Okay.
Going all out.
Jeez, that's awesome, man. I mean, I've seen it. It's pretty clean. Runs hasn't given you any issues at all. And you're in the midst of turboing or another swap?
Building a SR20 DET for it.
Okay, there you go. SRs are good, and he's making the SR even better now. And Jamie, what made you get into... I don't know. What made you get into it as 14?
I wouldn't say it's a weird situation, but it's like, I guess it's more of my childhood. Mm-hmm. I played a lot of like video games, Gran Turismo, Midnight Club, Need for Speed, and I had to be like very, what's the word? I would say, pick like a car that's more affordable. I was like, I want a Supra MK4 like every other kid, a Sylvia, a Skyline. But I had to be more practical about the situation. I'm like, okay, like SCHASSIS are relatively low. This is back in like 2019 though, like a few years ago when they were like relatively cheap. This was before COVID. I first wanted a S13 coupe, and I said there, like, I want an S13 coupe. I want it to be 5-speed, black interior, bone stock. Okay. Couldn't find that. Then I was like, I want a Kouki, same thing, black interior. I was very like picky about it, but then I had to settle out. I found his S14 Zenki in California. Yep. Had like 130K on the miles, very, very clean, one owner, Carfax, checked and everything. And they wanted $8,000, but I got them down to $5,000, so I think it was a win-win situation for me.
Look at that, $5K back in 2019, and you got yours, what, 9,000?
Yeah, about 9,000.
9,000?
Yeah.
And now, good luck trying to find that because you are not finding those deals at all. And you 2J swapped it. So
yes, I 2J swapped it.
That's a whole nother topic of how engine swaps alone are just going through the roof
ridiculous.
Right now. And I mean, people like we were talking about before, SCHASSIS are just going up. It's between not only influencers, but the whole drift missile, that whole like era, like Pat was talking about. Everybody was crashing them, buy more stuff, crash them, do whatever you wanted. And then now the demand is so high for it, the market's not there anymore. So it's like, what do you do? A lot of people want to get into drifting. A lot of people want to get like on the whole like clout wave or whatever. And it's like, if you're into the drifting, it's kind of hard to justify spending that much money for a S chassis nowadays. It's like, I mean, like you said, like $5,000, and then you have to put like who knows how much into it.
I put a quite bit into it. I'm probably around like, I don't want to say like exact number, maybe like 20 into the whole build. And it's always on my mind, like whether I like, do I really want to drift it or not? Like, not in it for the clout. I built the car specifically for my enjoyment. That's always been like a dream build of mine, to 2J swap something, and the platform with the S14 just came up with it. I had many other options, but it was the best price and the best option for me at the time. And now that I see the prices now, how they are with the cars and the swaps in general, I'm really questioning myself, like, should I buy another chassis, or should I just say like whatever and just send it?
Dude, it's insane right now. I mean, like you said, $10,000 to $20,000 now that you're trying to find like Preston's looking for an S chassis right now, and we're like in the ballpark of $10,000 to $12,000 that we're looking for, and it's like, damn, $10,000 to $12,000. Like back in the day, that was a 1J swap, 2J swap, like running, driving, everything. Like it's insane.
It's crazy.
And what do you think personally is the reason why they're going up?
Well, from the last podcast that you guys talked about it, I wouldn't really blame it all on COVID. People got to understand there's like only so many limited amounts. I'm pretty sure they made a like couple tens of thousands of these cars, but like the numbers are starting like lower every year. Like they're going to just keep on dropping and dropping to the point where like there's only going to be a few thousand of them. So the demand is there. As like the cars are like, numbers are lowering, people are going to keep wanting them, and it's just a part of the game.
Yeah, it's insane. I mean, even you, like, I know that you went out of the country, a different part of the country, to import it, and trying to find something for that cheap. I don't know if the marketplace is still like that over there, or have you?
No, I still keep checking. It's going up over there. The only places that I've actually seen low prices is in the UK.
Okay.
That's the only place I found where they're actually cheap.
Was it a crazy process, like getting when you got it over here?
No, it wasn't that insane.
Okay. Interesting. So there are different ways of getting it in different countries, obviously. I mean, like I know my buddy Dang imported his Supra through Aruba, and like totally random, but
wow,
it's pretty clean.
They're out there.
I mean, they're out there. I mean, you just need to find a way to have a broker export it over here, have all the paperwork and all that good stuff. But yeah, S chassis right now, it's like, I mean, I almost sold mine again, and I was like, I know I'm going to buy it again. So I'm going to, like, double into it once again. It's like, it's insane right now. But, yeah, I don't know where that leaves us with a new generation, because I know, and Jamie Driveway built the 2J.
Yes,
him and his dad. And, dude, like, in the hearts of Hartford, like right in the driveway. I remember like going and seeing the updates. Crazy. Big props to you guys. And you don't really see that too often, like car enthusiasts. So that's where I'm like, okay, you have a lot of people now that are like clout chasing and all that stuff. And I feel like not car enthusiasts are dying. I just feel like compared to before, I mean, like look at all these magazines here, like back in the 90s, early 2000s. It's like this era was crazy. This is the golden era for sure, I think, in my opinion. But they're either not there, or some of them are going into it for the wrong reasons, or not the wrong reasons, just not the typical reason, I guess you could say.
Yeah, clout.
Yeah.
Just to get exposure, like who has the bigger pockets, spend more money on like X amount of parts and stuff. Oh, I got this, I got Blitz, I got a real kit.
Oh, yeah, that's a whole nother topic. Like, we were just talking about real versus fake, but, I mean, it's like, whatever you could afford, I feel like that's what you could do. If you're into getting a car for other people's opinions and reasons, I don't think that's the way to do it.
No.
And, I mean, the prices are just going up. Like, you were just talking about, like, you knew somebody that was just like, oh, just buy a 240 type of thing.
Yeah, I ran into a comment today with a guy. He's some kid, probably like in his teens, and he's like looking for like a good starter car. And some guy pointed out, like saying that 240SX, and I was like, reasonably, like I don't think that's the best choice. There's better platforms out there. That's all I was trying to state. And he just took it as a joke and say, oh, there's deals out there. But I'm like, rarely you'll ever find those deals, and like the kid's not working with a lot of money, and he just pointed out like, hey, like if you're poor, just say that.
Yeah, but I mean, there are definitely better platforms. Honestly, I think the 350Z best bang for your buck. FRSs, they're kind of more expensive than Zs, but
I love those things.
They're actually really good cars.
In my opinion, they look to be like the new era and generation of 240s.
Definitely.
I see them being like taking over most tracks and stuff in the next like 5 years.
Yep. Zs, FRSs, BRZs, all those. Definitely. BMWs, I feel like they mass produce so many BMWs.
Yeah.
There's BMWs everywhere.
You can essentially get a BMW for any scenario for drifting. You can get a sedan, just like a huge boat. Just send that one drifting. And it's completely fine. It's got enough power, and you're good to keep going.
Oh, yeah. People are thrashing those things at Loxy. It's like, where they make like 100 horsepower, the 318s or something like that.
Yeah.
Crazy. But, yeah. That's where we're left off in this new generation, where especially the upcoming years, more cars are being imported. People are finding these deals, but I feel like the S chassis is kind of somewhat not dying out completely, because the hype is always going to be there. Like you said, the demand's always going to be there.
Yeah,
the market is just not there anymore. So it's like, you're going to have people that are always into the S chassis, but I feel like a new wave of different cars are going to like start to arise. So, but that was a quick little segment. What do you guys think? S chassis going up, is it worth it? Are there better platforms out here? Thank you, Alex. Thank you, Jamie.
Anytime.
We had to do this really quick because this battery is literally about to die. But stay tuned, guys. If you guys haven't, pick yourself up a hoodie, by the way. Take care.
You